Hey all, Handsome Squidward here. You may have noticed from my 78 other channels, I like to collect things. Bit of a hoarder, have a lot of Pokemon stuff, and now I'm getting back to the roots, and I'm collecting lots and lots of video games. Eventually. I have a very small amount of games right now, but I still want to show it off so that I can remember where this all began, when I'm looking upon a mountain of debt and regrets. Anyway, let's just start this off. We've got Sega Genesis Model 1 right over here with a copy of Hard Drivin', because that's certainly a game I've played before. Here we are, the gaming shelf. So we've got our big Sega sign, which, I don't know, I might show you a little video of me unboxing it right here that I recorded on. This thing, y'all remember this thing? It's a Flip Ultra. Oh boy. Why did I get this? I wanted something that can make some vintage, shitty digital video recordings. So when I use this, who knows? But you might see things with it. But onto the games. So I guess I'll start with what's up in front and what you've all, I'm sure, had your eyes on and wanted to hear about. This Xbox branded football. It looks like an old Tiger handheld, but from what I can see here on the info, yeah, you can't read that, but it's not made by Tiger. It was just like a weird thrown-in device in a box of cereal that for some reason I kept around, not because it was any good, because I could promise you it wasn't, but because it has Xbox on it. Oh yeah. As we make our way to the back, we'll start with the only Game Boy game that I have. Killer Instinct. Did not even know I own this game, do not know where it came from, but I did play it before. It's alright, it's pretty good for a Game Boy fighting game, I'll be honest. That's that. Oh, there they go. Game Boy Advance, I have Dungeon Dice Monsters, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Side game, the game within the show about a game. Did anyone actually own like the physical set? Because I know that was something you can get. I always wanted it, but so stupid. Duke Devlin, you're a madman, and you have your game within the game as a game. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, I liked 3rd gen. Did you like 3rd gen? Both of these are mine. I don't remember that. I really thought I only had one, but I was nerding out and had both versions. My brother had Emerald, so I know that these are mine, which is crazy that I somehow got my hands on both as a wee lad, because that was not a common occurrence, and especially to be able to hold on to them, that's something special. So we got the Pokemon Mini. You guys remember this? I got this with Pokemon Channel, as I'm sure anyone else here that owned this probably did. I think there were like 5 games in total. But I think it's just a really neat idea that, yeah, this thing actually had cartridges. Here we got Pokemon Party Mini. I don't know if, like, Pokemon Channel always came with the same one or the same color or what, but I'm happy if I was going to get one, it'd be this color anyway. It's a fun novelty, not really any game-breaking action. I think there's like 4 mini games in that cartridge. Here we got my broken Nintendo DS. Well, it works, but this hinge, as you can see, is just broken up, so it just kind of flaps around. It doesn't really stay in place in any way. That's alright. I do have the little insert still that you can, you know, put in there to make it slick. I thought I lost it for the longest time, but apparently not. My 3DS is kicking around here somewhere, but it's the same idea. It's just a black 3DS. Anyone else own games for consoles they don't have? I used to have a way to play these here, but I don't now. So, yeah, I gotta get a Switch sometime, eventually. Whatever. Kinda waiting on a Switch Pro to be announced. So, we'll see if that makes me a giant clown or not. But we got Pokemon Sword and Pokken Tournament DX. I got to play through all of Pokemon Sword except the DLC. And then Pokken Tournament I got right before I lost my Switch access, and then, you know, that's kind of just a sad story. I still have not had the feel of Pokemon really just high impact, like dragon punching each other. What a sad, sad day. Next, we're going to move on to the DS and 3DS games. Separate these by series well enough. So, oh, well, yeah, we're starting newest to oldest, I guess. So, we've got Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, or Kingdom Hearts 3D. Yeah, I think I played with the 3D on, maybe for a minute. Yeah. Good game. Good game. You get to play as Riku, so you know, it's worth it. Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Really glad I have my original copy because I will be damned if I ever 100% this game again. I have this all maxed out and boy, oh boy, do I never want to do that again. It's not that it was a bad game, it's just that it's definitely not, doesn't feel worth it, but I did it. I maxed it out because I'm a psychopath, I guess. Speaking of games that I did not max out, though, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Yeah, I don't know what's to say here. Some cool story elements. Cool to hang out with Roxas and all that. The missions are pretty monotonous, pretty not great. But hey, I was like, Kingdom Hearts, I'm all in. I need this story. And honestly, I mean, playing 3 and that kind of stuff, I am glad overall that I played all these. Like, it doesn't add much to the experience, you definitely don't need them, but it is nice to kind of have that experience and know what's going on a little bit more. Next up, I guess we're going to do the Mario. We got Mario Kart DS. I think this is the one where you can unlock Rob as a racer in it, and I always thought that was neat. We got Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which I didn't play very much of. I don't know, maybe I need to give it another shot, but it just really made me wish I was playing it on a console, which, I mean, hey, 3 is, you know, on the Switch, and the original was on the GameCube, so I feel like maybe that's the agreement. Then again, handheld is dead by the time that 3 came out, so, you know, what's really the, what really was the option? Overlord Minions. Did anyone else have this? Did anyone? It was pretty fun. I think there was I don't think I ever beat this. I think there was a level, like, really far in that I was just like, no. And then I think maybe my game data got reset, and I was like, absolutely not. I do have the figure, the toy figure that came with this. I don't know if it was a pre-order bonus, because, boy, did I pre-order this game. That's a scary thought. But I really did like the first Overlord game, so when it kind of exploded and then I guess like imploded into not being a franchise immediately after releasing a bunch of spin-off games, I was excited. I was like, I'm all in. I don't have a newer console to play anything else. I'm going to just get what's on the DS because I have one of those. And I mean, it was unique, I guess, compared to like the main series, so it was its own bit of fun. Not a memorable game, not a game I'm always like thinking, wow, I need to play Overlord Minions. And that was before the Minions craze. What series would be complete without more Pokemon stuff? So I don't like that. Let me flip that. I'm doing that wrong. That's on me. There we go. We got Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Y, Pokemon Sun, and Pokemon Ultra Moon. You can tell this one's a later 3DS game because that's when the logo switched, and I think it looks a lot worse, to be honest. I mean, not in general as a logo, but just the way it is on these cases. I don't know, especially because I don't own any other games that look like that, so just this one weird standout one with a red little blotch on it. I usually organize my games alphabetically, but if it's a series thing, I'll just put them in order of release typically, because I don't know, I think that makes more sense with like my brain, how it's gonna look for a game anyway, rather than just the alphabet. Like, we're gonna hit Pokemon, I'm gonna want to go, okay, 4th gen, 6th gen, yeah, I don't have 5th gen. I'll fix that someday. Who's the last oddballs? Smash Bros for 3DS. Not the ideal Smash experience, I will be honest. I am glad that this won't happen again. It was fun enough, I guess, to have Smash on the go, but yeah, not the ideal thing that I want to play it on. I just didn't have a Wii U, because who did? And so I picked up the 3DS, and that was well enough. But hey, we have Smash Ultimate now, we're living in better times. Here's a game that I'm glad I picked up and supported. I definitely didn't get it on release, but The World Ends With You. We touched on Dream Drop Distance at some point, and yeah, that had a little feature of these guys in Traverse Town, and now it's finally getting a nice sequel on the Switch, and yeah, that's exciting, and I don't know, almost makes me feel validated for like buying this and supporting this, because it's a good game. It's a fun time, and it was like definitely trying to do something unique on the DS and take advantage of what it could do. So I don't know, definitely something that I can appreciate. I'm glad I have full unbox. While we're talking handhelds, I guess I might as well just keep on at it. Right over here, I've got a NeoGeo Pocket Color. I love this thing, I really do. I thought it was a great handheld. I got this probably so far after it was released, but I got it and it's good, and I messed this up because I just could not figure out how to unscrew it. But hey, it's not completely destroyed, and yeah, this screen's a little scuffed up, but it's mine and I love it. Definitely didn't want to get this color, but like I've come to appreciate it. It was the only like variant I could find at the time, but I don't know, it's grown on me. It just kind of came with this loose set of games, you know. Obviously, I have a few loose Gameboy Advanced games and stuff like that up there, but for the most part, I want to try to get everything, you know, complete in box. It just, you know, is obviously a nicer display that way. Pac-Man, yeah, I played a little bit of it on here. It's Pac-Man. If I remember, I don't think there was anything crazy special about it. Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure. I forget what Sonic this is, like kind of ported over. I don't know if it's just the first one. I don't think it is. I think it's like some other weird offshoot, maybe like the Sonic like Game Gear game or something like that. I don't know. But it's been a long time, but I had a lot of fun with this one. I thought this was good. Metal Slug First Mission. I played a bit of it. I kind of sucked at it, and that was it. That's what I remember. Neo Turf Masters. I am not even sure if I've ever played this game, but it came with it. I'm sure of that. Fatal Fury Contact. Look at that. That's such weird art, but like, I don't know. I appreciated it. Like, as a game, this was pretty fun. This is pretty fun, but more than Fatal Fury, I remember King of Fighters Round 2 being pretty fun. I don't remember. Maybe I am mixing them up. Maybe this one was the better one, but this was an experience, you know, playing these two on the Geo Pocket. That and like the Sonic, I mean, I have 6 games, so I'm picking half of them, but those were my like favorite experiences with this stuff, so that was a good time for me. That's all the mobile stuff that I have. Oh, and I have an SP, of course, classic purple clamshell. Battery's dead, but hey, it's I can be fixed. I think it's a very classic design, even though I have it all smudged up somehow from something. And way in the back there, you can see my 3DS. But the main star of the show right here is my Sega Genesis. I have a Genesis Model 2 that I picked up, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's just so sleek. Whoever had this before took really good care of it, or someone cleaned it up really well. I wouldn't get a Genesis without some Genesis games. So I only have 2 right now, but hey, I got them in box complete. So, you know, had to pick them up. Jurassic Park, Mortal Kombat 2. These are some of the first games that like I ever got to play on Genesis. Some of my first memories are actually of Sonic 2, but I spent a lot of time in these games. The Aladdin Sega Genesis game, Lion King, even 3D Blast, Sonic 3D Blast I have memories of. That's a good starting point for me, getting these 2 games to like start the rebuild. And I mean, due to those memories, that's why we've got that guy up there, the good old Sega sign, because, yeah, I definitely want to get a lot more Sega pickups as I go. And with that, all I've got left to talk about are the PlayStation 4 games. So, I'll just point out these. 2064 Read-Only Memories and Revenant Saga. These are games that I picked up at Too Many Games 2019. Here's a little footage. I got those at the limited run games booth that was there, so that was fun. I've yet to play either of them, so that's my curse. That's something I should really get around to doing, but I saw them. They both looked neat. I do want to get a few more limited run games that I've seen pop up throughout the years. That's part of the whole collection hobby as a whole, though. I'll get to them when I get to them. The whole reason I bought a PlayStation 4 in the first place, Bloodborne. If you know me, you know the Souls series is absolutely one of my favorite franchises there is, especially in modern gaming. So when it came time to buy a new console, like, I don't know, a couple of years after they both launched, between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, when I really had to look at it, I was like, I need to play Bloodborne. So that is, in fact, a game that sold a console. So Sony can think about that. And I'm sure they have, since Demon's Souls Remastered was a launch title for the PlayStation 5. Final Fantasy 15. Need to play it more. I played a little bit of it and then just kind of stopped. I'm playing a lot of Final Fantasies now. I just finished 7 a while ago. That's right, it's taken me a long time to start playing a lot of these classics, so that was my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 7 here in the year 2021. But, I don't know, it wasn't my first Final Fantasy experience. Now I'm playing through Final Fantasy 12 again, and like Final Fantasy 10 were kind of my first Final Fantasies all the way back on the PlayStation 2. Horizon Zero Dawn, this PlayStation Hits cover, which, I don't know, is nice, but I kind of find it ugly just to, like, slap all these reviews all over it. But I guess that's the point, is just to highlight, hey, this was a great game, and from what I played, it is a really fun game. I haven't played really far into it. But next is the big guy. So we'll just knock that over. We need to flip this out. I got the deluxe edition of Kingdom Hearts 3. I even made a bad unboxing video when I first got this that I never put up because I was like, man, this is shit. So maybe I'll throw in some footage of that right here. We got the Kingdom Hearts 3 pin still in there, and inside you got the regular game case, you got the metal case, and then I think this is like a small kind of art book type thing. I don't want to rip everything out right now. It's better left as is. We'll just slip that in there, and then the last game we've got on the shelf physically here, Persona 5. Another game I haven't beaten. I played Persona 4 a little bit beforehand, and then I saw this on sale like 2 weeks after it came out for like $30, and I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, I played it and just kind of rolled into a dungeon really underleveled and was like, man, I do not want to play through that again, but I don't even know if you can rotate your saves, but I definitely didn't, so I was like, I'm kind of stuck here. This sucks. Because, you know, you have to declare, like, hey, we are going to go, you know, do that soon, and, like, I think I did it, like, as soon as I could, instead of, like, grinding, taking the days up until when they're like, hey, man, you have to do it. I was like, nah, let's just go get it, and I couldn't get past it. Not pictured here, though, are The Last of Us Remastered, because that's at my parents' home, being played by my sister, I believe. I don't know. That's why I left it there. She told me she was playing it. I got that. That's a game I've actually beaten. I know I've said about a lot of these games I've never touched them or I've never beaten them, but I've beaten that game. And yeah, that was good. That was a good time. Lives up quite well to the praise that I was receiving at the time. Maybe I was just on the hype train, so that's why it was a better experience than maybe it actually was. But I don't know. I enjoyed it, and I'm okay with that. Also not pictured here is Uncharted 4.
because I've never played any of the other Uncharted's. It just came with my PlayStation 4, so I was like, I'm not playing this yet. I don't know anything here. So that's been on a big delay. Yeah, so quite the humble collection. And that is what I'm starting this little journey with. I'm sure it will grow regrettably big someday, but hey, why are we here if we're not going to have fun? And for me, video games have always been a giant source of fun, and they will always have a spot in my heart, especially these that I'm picking up that are really things that I just grew up with, but had to sell either the whole console or the whole collection due to one reason or another. But we're starting to rebuild, and that feels pretty good. So I hope we can, stick around, hang out, look at this collection as it grows, and talk about video games for the entire journey. See you in the next one.